If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. We value that so much.
Have you ever seen a picture and you're like, wow, this picture makes sense? For a picture to look good, you have to consider the background and the subject. To be able to achieve this, you may need to apply the rule of thirds in your photography or in your video editing. Now, what is the rule of thirds? The rule of thirds in video editing or in photography is a composition guideline that divides an image into 9 equal parts with 2 horizontal and 2 vertical lines. Placing key subjects along these lines or at their intersection, called power points, creates more balanced and visually appealing compositions. Now, to understand this, I want to show you the picture here. Let's say this is your screen and you divide your image into 9 equal parts. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So to achieve this, you have to use 2 lines. One is the vertical line, and then the second one is the horizontal line. Now, the places that they intersect are called points of interest or points of focus. So this is a point of interest. If you have something that you want to focus on in your picture, you have to place it either here, 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 or here. Or you just keep it along these lines. These are the lines that you have to keep them. Yes. So if you go back to that picture that we saw before, you see that if you divide your picture into 9 places like this, so this particular subject is now on one of the vertical lines. So that is the rule of thirds. Now the background is clear for you to see the background. So when our mind visualizes the background plus the subject, it makes the picture look very appealing. Let's talk about why this matters in video editing. It will help you to decide how shots appear on screen, where to focus, and what draws the viewer's eye first. So what draws the viewer's eye first should be on the points of intersection. Using the rule of thirds helps you to guide the viewer's attention to the most important part of the frame. It to create balance between your subject and background. It adds depth and emotion to your shots. Make transitions smoother between clips by maintaining consistent framing. Now let's see how we can apply the rule of thirds during editing. So during editing, you can crop the clips and you frame your footages or you add overlays and text based on the important parts of the screen. Yes, we divide our screen into 9 places as we explained before. When you crop your footages, you keep this in mind, knowing that there is points of interest that you don't want to cut out. Now, let's see how we can apply this rule of thought on our phone when we are taking pictures. When you are taking pictures, you can enable the grid on your camera. So these 2 vertical line and 2 horizontal line grid will guide you to know where to place your objects. Let us say that your object is this place now. So you have to keep what you actually want the people to see, to focus on this particular point of interest. Then this other place will be a place that they will savor, a background that will beautify the point of interest. So you don't have to put the point of interest here at the center. It will be like a distraction to not distract the people from enjoying the background. So whether you are using a camera or you are using phone, you can actually apply this when taking pictures. So this is one of the examples. If you are taking picture, make sure that you put the subject on either of the line. So this is the line here. You can put the subject here or you put it here. So the point of focus may be the eyes. You keep our eyes on this particular place that has the intersection. Good. Let's look at another picture. Now, if you are taking this kind of picture, you may ask yourself, how do you apply the rule of thirds here? So here is the line. So if it is a talking head video, as you can see now on the screen, you can place their eyes on the first line here. With that, the viewers may be able to focus on the eyes of the person on the picture. Now let's see another example. So this is another example. You are taking this picture and you consider the background. You have to place the subject on this particular line. Now let's talk about when to break the rule of thought and center your subject. So the rule of thought is not a law, it's actually a rule that you can break it. There are some situations that it will not work. So let's consider the situations that this rule will not work. So it will not work in a case of a symmetry. A harmonious image that is pleasing to the eye is such because it has balance. Often, centering our subject does not work because it ignores the fact the human eyes is drawn to the balance that comes from composing with the rule of thought in mind. However, when we have a symmetry around our subject or in the subject itself, we can center our subject and the symmetry will bring balance and purpose to the composition. To understand this properly, we are going to look at some example. Now, if you look at this picture is a good example of a symmetry picture. Symmetry means that what you see on the left-hand side is also the same as what you see on the right-hand side. So when you want to take this particular picture, you want people to enjoy the symmetrical view of the picture. So you want them to see how the picture makes sense by showing what is on the left-hand side and what is on the right-hand side at the same time. And then this is the subject. So when it comes to this kind of picture, you have to place the subject in the middle. With that, this, what you are seeing here at this side and what you are seeing at this side is going to complement the object. Now, this is another example of the symmetry. You see this particular design here is also here. So in this situation, you don't want to follow the rule of thought. No, you don't want to follow it, because if you follow the rule of thought here, let's say you divide your image into 9 places like this and then you place it here, the nice view of this particular symmetrical picture will be lost. So actually you want people to see the beauty of the background, that what you have here is also what you have here. So in this situation, you place your object in the center. Okay, so now that takes us to where we started, when there is no symmetry. So when there is no symmetry, that is where you now apply the rule of thought. So as you can see, the background in this picture, what you have at the left hand side is not the same as what you have at the right hand side. So you want people to see the background the way it is. Your focus is not to show the symmetrical part of the picture. So that's why you place the picture here on this particular angle here. Now, this is another example. So you don't place the picture in the center, but at least place it, make sure that you follow at least one of the lines. Yes. Now this is another example. So this is a very nice area, and then this is the target. This is our focus. So when you look at the picture, the people's eyes will go here, and then this background will complement the picture. So if you place a target here, it's going to be a distraction. So it will distract people from enjoying the background and still enjoying the target. So when you now have these lines on your screen, you know where to place the target picture. Now let's talk about the rule of thought in product photography, how it will help you in taking product pictures. So when you are taking your product pictures, make sure that you are also following the rule of thought. So this is what you actually want to snap, and make sure that you have a good background. So you place your objects here. Maybe this is what you want to advertise. Place your objects here on one of the line, and then you take your picture. So when you place your objects here, you will be able to add your text here. So this place will be free for you to add your text. So let's say that the object was placed here, and then where are you going to add your text? The text will be very close to the object and it's not going to be beautiful. And then this is another one. This is the object. So when you are taking the object, place your object here on one of the line, and then this place will be free for you to add your text. And then this is the next one. You can also place your objects here, and then this place will be free to add your text. So when you place your objects on the background, it will not give you space to write your text, and the eyes will not catch that object immediately. It will not be good to the eyes. Now, this is what we are saying. So when you are snapping your picture, if you are wondering where the rule of thought falls in place, you can on it on your camera, or just use your hand or your head to guess where you can place the picture, so that there will be space for you to write the text, like the prices or things like that. Now, let's talk about rule of thought in video editing. So when you are doing your video editing, you may need to crop your pictures. So if you crop your pictures, Remember, you have to consider the background. So you can just enable the rule of thought so that you know where to place the target. Are you targeting this house or are you targeting this place? If you are targeting this man, then that man will be easily seen if you follow this line and place your targets on this particular line. So that helps you to know how to crop your picture very well. And this is another example. So you draw the two lines and then you place your targets on the line. With that, the eyes will catch the picture and the targets, including the background, very effectively. Then this is another example. So this is even the target point here. And this is the person that they are trying to focus on. So make sure that you either place it here, you place it here, you place it here, or you place it here, or you place it on any of this line or any of this line. If you put it here, it will become a distraction. So people will not really focus on what is in the middle of the screen, except there is symmetry background as we explained before. Good. So now remember that this is a guideline and not a rule. Although the rule of thought is a crucial guideline in photography, video editing, and cinema, it's sometimes best to break it. However, adhering to the guideline will enhance your video's composition in most situations. So when you have this in mind, it will help you to know how to take your pictures, how to edit your videos so that it will look catchy, to look attractive to the eye.
Don't miss out. Click the link in the description to join my free video editing course and class. See you in our next video.